A secret admirer revealed on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is often filled with flowers, chocolates, and grand romantic gestures. But sometimes, the most beautiful love stories begin with a mystery. This is the story of Emma Carter, a woman who spent 3 years receiving anonymous messages from a secret admirer, and the unforgettable Valentine's Day when she finally discovered who it was. Emma was 27 years old and worked as a librarian in a quiet town. She loved books, rainy afternoons, and peaceful weekends. What she didn't love was Valentine's Day. Every year, the holiday reminded her that everyone around her seemed to be finding love, while she remained single. So when February arrived,
Emma usually ignored the decorations and focused on work. 3 years earlier, something unusual happened. On Valentine's Day, she found a single red rose resting on her desk at the library. Attached was a small handwritten note. It simply read, "To the woman whose smile brightens every room." There was no name, no signature, nothing else. Emma assumed someone had left it by mistake. But the next year, another rose appeared. This time the note said, "Some stories take time before the first chapter begins." Again, no name, no clue, just another mystery.
The third year was no different. A bouquet of roses arrived at the library. Attached was a note. "Maybe next Valentine's Day, I'll finally find the courage." Emma stared at the message. For the first time, she realized this wasn't a prank. Someone had been quietly admiring her for years. Someone who knew where she worked. Someone who noticed her smile. Someone who cared enough to keep writing. Yet she had no idea who it was. Naturally, Emma became curious, very curious. Over the following months, she started paying attention to everyone around her. Could it be Michael, the friendly cafe owner who always remembered her favorite drink? Could it be David, the accountant who attended the library's book club every week? Or perhaps it was one of the teachers from the nearby school. Everyone became a suspect, yet none seemed quite right. The mystery remained unsolved. As another year passed, Emma occasionally received anonymous notes. They were never intrusive, never inappropriate, just thoughtful messages. One note appeared inside a novel she was shelving. "You recommend wonderful books. Thank you for helping people discover new worlds." Another arrived during a difficult week. Even strong people deserve encouragement sometimes. The messages always appeared exactly when she needed them most. They felt strangely personal, as though someone truly understood her. Meanwhile, across town, Noah Brooks kept a secret. A very large secret. Noah owned a small bookstore near the town square. He had first noticed Emma 4 years earlier when she visited his store searching for a rare novel. She spent nearly 30 minutes discussing books with him. After she left, Noah couldn't stop thinking about her. Not because of her appearance, but because of her kindness. The way she listened, the way she became excited discussing stories, the way she treated everyone with respect. Over time, his admiration grew. Yet, every time he considered asking her out, fear stopped him. What if she wasn't interested? What if he ruined their friendly conversations? So instead of taking a risk, he remained silent. The anonymous notes became his way of expressing feelings he couldn't say aloud. Each message was written carefully, each word chosen thoughtfully, each Valentine's Day gift delivered anonymously. And every year, Noah promised himself he would reveal the truth. Every year, he lost his nerve.
By the fourth Valentine's Day, Noah knew something had to change. He was tired of hiding, tired of wondering, tired of letting fear control his life. If Emma rejected him, at least he would finally know. That decision felt terrifying, but also freeing. For the first time, he began planning a real confession. A week before Valentine's Day, Emma received another anonymous note.
This one was different. Meet me at the town square fountain on Valentine's Day at 6 p.m. It's time for the mystery to end. Emma read the note 3 times. Her heart raced. After years of wondering, she was finally going to learn the truth. As Valentine's Day approached, excitement spread throughout town. Restaurants filled with reservations, flower shops sold out of roses. Couples made plans. Meanwhile, Emma could barely focus. Who would be waiting at the fountain? Would it be someone she knew? Someone unexpected? Someone she'd never considered? The possibilities seemed endless. Finally, Valentine's Day arrived. Emma spent the day pretending to be calm. Inside, she was anything but calm. At 5:45 p.m., she left her apartment and headed toward the town square. Snowflakes drifted gently through the evening air.
The streets glowed with warm lights. Everything felt magical and terrifying. At exactly 6 p.m., Emma arrived at the fountain. To her surprise, nobody was there. She checked her phone. Nothing. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. She began wondering if she had misunderstood. Maybe it was all a joke, after all. Maybe nobody was coming. Disappointment slowly crept into her heart. What Emma didn't know was that Noah was standing nearby, watching, panicking. His carefully rehearsed speech had completely disappeared from his memory. His hands shook. His heart pounded. For a moment, he considered turning around and going home. Then he saw Emma, waiting, patiently, hopefully. And he realized something important. Courage wasn't the absence of fear. It was acting despite fear. Taking a deep breath, Noah stepped forward. Emma? She turned around. Her eyes widened. Noah? The bookstore owner smiled nervously. Hi. For a moment, neither spoke. Then Emma noticed the bouquet of roses in his hands, and suddenly everything began making sense. The notes? She asked softly. Noah nodded. The roses too? Another nod. The Valentine's gifts? All me. Emma stared at him. Not because she was angry. Not because she was disappointed. Because she was shocked. Of all the possibilities she had imagined, somehow she had never considered Noah. Yet, the more she thought about it, the more it made sense. The books, the thoughtful messages, the encouragement, the kindness. It fit perfectly. Noah looked down. I know this is probably awkward. Emma smiled. A little. He laughed nervously. Fair. Then he became serious. I've wanted to tell you for years. Why didn't you? He hesitated. Because I was afraid. Emma nodded. She understood. Fear had stopped her from pursuing opportunities before, too. Fear was universal. I didn't expect anything, Noah continued. I just wanted you to know the truth. He handed her a final envelope.
the last note.
Emma opened it carefully. Inside was a single sentence. "No matter your answer, thank you for being my favorite chapter." She read it twice, then looked up. Noah was waiting. Not expecting. Not pressuring. Simply waiting. Emma realized something. For years, she had focused on finding the mystery admirer. She had never stopped to consider how much effort, patience, and courage it must have taken. This wasn't someone chasing a fantasy. This was someone who genuinely cared. Someone who had quietly supported her happiness. Someone who knew her and admired her for who she truly was. A smile slowly appeared on her face. "Noah? Yeah? Would you like to have dinner with me tonight?" His eyes widened. "As a date?" Emma laughed. "Yes, as a date." For a second, Noah seemed speechless. Then he finally managed. "I'd love that." Their first date lasted nearly 4 hours. The second lasted even longer. Conversation flowed naturally. Laughter came easily. The connection felt effortless. Over the following months, they spent more time together. Bookstores, coffee shops, weekend walks, movie nights. Each new memory strengthened what had begun years earlier. One evening, Emma asked a question. "Do you regret waiting so long?" Noah considered it. "Sometimes." She nodded. "Me too." Then he smiled. "But maybe we weren't ready before." Emma thought about that. Perhaps he was right. Perhaps every anonymous note, every missed opportunity, every moment of hesitation had led them exactly where they needed to be. Not sooner. Not later. Exactly then. The following Valentine's Day, they returned to the same fountain. This time, there were no mysteries, no anonymous notes, no hidden feelings, only honesty, only love, and one final letter. Noah handed it to Emma. She opened it and smiled. The note read, "The mystery is over. The love story is just beginning." Emma slipped her hand into his. Snowflakes drifted around them once again. The fountain sparkled beneath the evening lights. And for the first time in 4 years, there were no secrets left between them. Only a future waiting to be written. Because sometimes the greatest love stories aren't about finding someone new. They're about discovering that the person who has quietly cared all along was standing closer than you ever realized. And sometimes, all it takes is one Valentine's Day and a little courage to finally turn admiration into love. The end.